Hello my friends. For those of you who are new, my name is Kayla from Chromatic Creations and welcome to my channel. I know, long time no see. I have been pregnant. That's the only excuse I have, is I've been pregnant. And I am trying my best to just take it day by day and enjoy what I can of the summer. It has been a whole experience, but I'm here, okay? We're filming a video. We're gonna hang out for a little bit today. I'm gonna share some of the projects I've been working on because yes, I have been knitting. If you guys have been following my Instagram, I have been posting some updates, some posts and some stories and stuff like that. So if you wanna keep up with what I've been working on, Instagram's the place to be. YouTube has been a little slow, okay? It's been a little slow, but we're still here. We are still here. I'm also gonna share how the pregnancy is going, how my life's been going, just some updates, just checking in, and we'll just hang out for a little bit today. I will say I have tried to film vlogs, but it's not working for me. Vlogs are not it right now. I don't know what or why, but anytime I try to vlog, I like immediately don't feel good. And it's like, I don't want to vlog me not feeling good. So I think these kind of videos where I just sit and talk to you guys while I am feeling good is probably how it's gonna be for the next couple of months. I don't know. I would love to get back into doing vlogs one day, but right now I don't feel my bestest, so it's not really fun to vlog. Anyways, enough of that. Let's talk about some knit projects I've been working on. Okay, I haven't been crocheting a ton. I did crochet a little bit. I just haven't been crocheting a lot. I guess we'll go in order of what I've finished and what I'm working on. So going back the farthest since I have talked to you guys last, I have finished 2 projects, which is pretty good considering, like I said, I haven't been feeling my best. So first project I finished is this tank top. Okay, this is the Rhea shirt by Kadri. It is knit up in a gorgeous steel blue cotton bamboo blend. This is the Lion brand Kobu, just from my stash. I did not buy new yarn. I have been trying really hard not to buy new yarn and just use my stash because I have so much yarn, and I'm just trying to get creative and use up what I got because having a baby is expensive. So I am pinching every penny I got, so we're gonna use what we got, okay? But I actually started this before I knew I was pregnant. I think the last vlog that I worked on it in was probably my California vlog. I think it was in March. I definitely took this to California with me. And then I kind of stopped working on it once I found out I was pregnant because I felt really sick, and then I picked it back up and it is completely finished. I actually got to do the Italian bind off on all of the edges, which is the first time I ever did that. And you know what? It wasn't too bad. It definitely is time consuming and hurt my hand a little bit just dealing with the needle, but I love how the ribbing turned out. I think the edges are so clean and lovely, and I actually put it on for the first time today to take photos and videos for thumbnail and Instagram and all of that, and it is actually so comfortable and the material is very lightweight. It just feels very nice. I think this is a great summer project. So if you're looking for a lightweight knit for the summer, I would recommend using some cotton bamboo or just like a lightweight yarn like this. It just feels so nice. Now I love this shirt and I will be wearing it. However, I don't know what happened, but something with the dye lot at the bottom, I don't know if it was just a specific ball of yarn I was using, but it is stripy. Like, what even is that? I don't know. I've never seen that before in the Kobu yarn that I've used, but I've also never done a knit like this where all of the stitches are this close together. So I don't know if that's a normal occurrence or not, but the top part isn't like that at all. It's just the bottom when I was working in the round. So I don't know what that's about. I'm still gonna wear it. I don't care. I put a lot of time into that, so I will be wearing it. I will say the armholes are a bit wide, okay? Probably want to wear a tank top under it or something. I think this top is gonna be so cute once it starts cooling off a little bit and you wear like a little white button down under it. I probably won't be able to wear it this fall because, you know, baby growing, baby bump. Things have started to not fit me. It's been real fun. We'll get into that later though. The next project, I went up to my family cabin. If you guys haven't seen any of the cabin vlogs, you should go check them out after this video. They're super cozy, super fun, great vibes. But I did go up to the family cabin and I had to bring a knitting project, and I actually got this done. I stayed at the cabin for 1 week and I finished a project, started and finished it there, so pretty proud about that. But I made this tiny little baby sweater. It's not that tiny, honestly. This is the size 9 to 12 months, so this is less of a baby sweater and like kind of itching towards toddler size. But I wanted to make some bigger clothes for baby because we still don't know the gender of baby yet. We won't find out until the end of July, beginning of August, thereabout. So everything I've been buying for baby has been very gender neutral, thus the brown and white. And we have a lot of like newborn and like 0 to 3 month size clothes that are all just very gender neutral, which, don't get me wrong, I'm a gender neutral girly, okay? I wear greens and browns, like that's my wardrobe, okay? But I don't want so much gender neutral clothing for newborn baby that I don't get to dress them in anything like super cute gender specific. Anyways, this is the Frankie baby sweater by Petite Knit, which when I saw she released this pattern, I scooped it up almost immediately. I knew like it is so cute. It's just a raglan style little sweater and I love it. I love it. Okay, super simple, super cute. This is knit up in the Plymouth DK Superwash wool that I bought when I was in California. So if you watch that California vlog, you might recognize this brown color. And then the cream color is a DK Barocco vintage that I just had in my stash. So stash buster project, okay? We're using what we got. It works great. And I just think it's so cute. And I was knitting it up and I'm like, imagine baby next fall at the cabin wearing this sweater. How stinking cute. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see little baby wearing this. It's just gonna bring so much joy in my life. So that is finished project number 2. Now moving on to my works in progresses, okay? I have 3 ongoing works in progress. This is my work bag. This is the bag I take with me when I go work at the yarn shop. And I've actually been working a good amount. I've been picking up shifts and just trying to keep busy, make money. And I just love the vibe of being at the yarn shop. Okay, it's the best job I've ever had. That's all I can say. It's the best job I've ever had. And I get lots of knitting time while I'm there. If there's no one in the shop and there's nothing for me to do, I get to knit. So I have 2 projects that I've been taking to work with me. This big one, you've most definitely seen before if you watch my videos. This is my Festival of Stitches shawl. I started this shawl on January 1st of this year, okay, a full 6 months ago, and we are so close to finishing this thing. It's not even funny, and I have just been knocking it out, getting it done. Okay, here's what it looks like so far. It has all the different stitches and different colors and like all of that. This is the most recent portion that I've done. This is the twisted rib end of it. Okay, look, even cast off. All I have left on this thing is to do the exact same thing to the other side, okay? I just have one more section of ribbing and then weave in my ends and block it and we're done. I cannot express the amount of time and energy and just brain power that has gone into this project, okay? Too much. Probably too much. But as you can see, it is gorgeous. It is complicated. There are just so many different knitting techniques and patterning and all kinds of things going on. It's a lot. But I knew when I started this project, it was gonna be a challenge and it was something I wanted to challenge myself with. I have been working on this a lot. It's kind of been my main project at work. Chances are I'm gonna be finishing it in the next week or 2, and then I can show it off to you guys and yeah, we can appreciate it together because this thing is crazy. This is 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn. This is all of the yarn that I have left from those 3 hanks. Like, this is almost 300 grams of fingering weight yarn knit up in complicated patterning and color work and cables, and I'm very excited to have that finished. It is definitely an accomplishment to have done at any point of a knitting career something this complicated, so I'm really excited. And I can't wait to show it to you guys once it is finished. Now, my other knitting project that I've been bringing to work is actually another baby sweater. This is also the Petite Knit Frankie baby sweater. However, this is the smallest size and this is how it is turning out. I am using this lovely, lovely KFI Luxury Collection Indulgence Merino Extra Fine Mercerized Merino Blend. Okay, this stuff is so soft. This has been sitting in my collection for a while and I just figure let's knit it up. I know it is a blue sweater. That does not mean we're having a boy. We might be. We might be having a boy. I don't know. I don't know the gender yet, okay? I just like this yarn. I think it's lovely. It's the right weight. It is super soft and I think it's gonna be so cute, okay? Baby girl can wear a blue sweater. It's fine. If it is a girl, I'll make a cute little matching head bow or something, okay? But I am actually finished with the body already. It looks pretty short, but that's because the ribbing kind of rolls up before the blocking. But we are working on our sleeves right here. And I didn't do the stripes like I did for this one. This is what the pattern says to do, is the stripes every couple rows. But I kind of did my own striping pattern with the cream. It is the same cream as the last sweater as well. But that's how that's going. This is kind of my mindless project because it's just knitting in the round. It's not super complicated. Like, yeah, there's some decreases, but it's not anything crazy. It's actually pretty simple and easy to pick up and set down without getting lost. Unlike my other work project, which is complicated. There's that. And I have one more work in progress. This is my current home project, what I've been working on while I'm at home. And I actually started it 3 or 4 days ago, not that long. I have it in this cute little Della Q pouch. Okay, I also have my snacks in here because I'm pregnant and I have to have snacks with me all the time. It's non-negotiable. If I'm not carrying around snacks, it could get bad. Things could get ugly. Anyways, this is my most recent sock project. That's right, I started another sock, you guys. The last socks I knit, I have them right here actually, are these pink shorties. I also knit in the California vlog. I've mentioned it like 4 times at this point, so if you haven't watched it, just go watch it after this video, okay? But these are my last sock project and this is my most current, okay? And these socks are a little bit different. They are not from my sock project book that I have been following up to this point. These are the decathlon socks. They are a free pattern on Ravelry if you're interested. I wanted some socks that went up to my calf that were just like ribbing, like a ribbed sock. And one of my friends at work recommended this pattern to me, and it actually has a type of ribbing called garter ribbing or garter rib, which I've never heard of before, but it is actually really cool. Okay, it just makes the garter kind of pop out between the ribbing. It's not quite as stretchy as like the top bit, which is just regular 2x2 ribbing, and it just adds some interesting texture to the sock, to the ribbing, and I've really been enjoying this pattern so far. So that's what it looks like so far. It's pretty small. I am using this hand dye from Blue Savannah. This is the Meadowlark blend. I believe it is 80% wool, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So it's just a little softer than your average sock yarn. I love it. I have really been enjoying using it up. One of my favorite sock yarns to work up. But it, like I said, it is hand dyed. It is mostly blue, but it does have a little bit of green in there. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting. And I also picked up a little green guy. This is gonna be for the heel and the toe. And we're kind of going for like a little sea glass vibe, okay? We're going oceany, underwater, cool tones, greens and blues, just right up my alley, right up my alley. And I'm loving how these are turning out. I wasn't sure how this was gonna knit up, but I'm kind of obsessed. Really been enjoying that. It is super nice to have a little sock on the needle. I haven't had one on for a while. It's just a nice small project that's easy to take on the go wherever it is you're going. And I actually took this with me the other day. We went out of town for 4th of July weekend and we went up to our friend's family cabin, which was really cool. I'm used to going up to my own family cabin, so it was just a completely different vibe, and it was honestly quite the adventure. This cabin was only accessible by boat. It is on this reservoir and you can only get to the cabin by boat. Like, it was just such a wild experience, but it was so much fun. And I loved having a little knitting project to take with me, so I did get some work done on that while I was there. And yeah, it was a really fun 4th of July. But that's all of my current knitting projects. Everything I've finished and everything I am currently working on. So let me get set up. We'll do a little knit and chat, and I will talk to you guys about how my life's been going. Alrighty guys, I'm going to hang out and blab for a little bit. I will be working on the sleeve of this sweater. Okay, it's pretty easy. We're just working in the round. I did buy little 9-inch circulars to do this sleeve because I'm not a magic loop girly, okay? It's just not something that I am. Now, What was I gonna talk about? Pregnancy brain is a real thing. If you've never heard of it, let me explain. If me not being pregnant meant my brain was running at 100% capacity, being pregnant, I feel like it's running at 35%, okay? I cannot find my words. I stumble. I can't think. Brain empty is like the best way. My husband will be like, what are you thinking about? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. My brain is empty. Zero thoughts. Like, I couldn't think a thought if I wanted to. So I apologize if this knit and chat is a little rambly and all over the place. I'm trying my best. So far, the second trimester has been considerably better than the first. Today, I am 17 weeks and 4 days. We are coming up very quickly to our halfway point, which is kind of crazy to think about that I'm already halfway through this pregnancy, which I'm not. I still have like a month until I'm halfway through. But it has been going very quickly and also very, very slow. Like, very slow. The second trimester, I have not been feeling nauseous pretty much at all like I was in the first trimester. I'll have moments of nausea, like if I get too hungry, I do get a little nauseous, but it's nothing like it was before. I have more energy, not a lot. I'm not back to where I was, but I definitely have more energy and I'm able to do more like household chores and be a little bit more productive. I get out of breath so quickly. Like, before I started filming this video, I was taking pictures of me wearing my blue knit tank top for like Instagram and stuff, and just putting that tank top on and like taking the pictures, like I was out of breath, which is like so silly because like that's not, you wouldn't think that's very hard, but it was like I was running a marathon. Okay, it's everything gets me out of breath so fast and I get tired really quick, so I have little like spurts of productivity which is better than nothing. It's better than not having any energy to do anything. I definitely still have days where I don't do anything. Like yesterday, I took 2 naps and I laid in bed most of the day listening to my audiobook. Like literally I had my eyes closed, laying in bed majority of the day. That's what I had the energy for. I was just so exhausted after 4th of July weekend, and I picked up more shifts than I normally do last week because I have a little trip coming up with my friend that I'm trying to save money for. So I picked up some extra work and I was just like, after all of that, I was so tired. But you know, we're hanging in there. I'm really just trying to make the most of this summer, and it's really hard to do that while being pregnant, but I also know like this is the last summer. It's just gonna be me and Jake and the doggy, of course. But it's the last summer, just me and my husband. Next year we're gonna have a +1 in our family, which we were both really excited about, but at the same time, it's a little sad. So I'm just trying to cherish the time I have left when it's just me and the husband. And yeah, I will say though, I haven't had a lot of nausea, but I have started to experience round ligament pain, which if you've been pregnant before, you probably know what that is. And you probably know that it's not fun at all. It's actually quite painful. Like if you move too fast, if you sneeze, if you cough, like it's just like a stabbing, shooting pain in your abdomen. That's it. It sucks. It sucks. So I've been dealing with that a little bit. Oh, my diet is getting a little better. During the first trimester, all I wanted to eat was toast and McDonald's. Like that was my safe food. Oh, and cereal. I ate a lot of cereal. I still eat a lot of cereal. When you feel that sick every day, all day, you have safe foods, or I've been calling them unoffensive food. So food that is unoffensive. And that to me was a lot of carbs and McDonald's. I don't know what it was, but the McDonald's Diet Coke made my nausea so much better, which is like so silly. Like you wouldn't think that like Diet Coke is gonna make your stomach feel better when you feel like you're gonna throw up, but it did. It does. It surprisingly worked. I don't know. And it had to be from McDonald's. Like it couldn't be from a can. It couldn't be from a gas station. Like it specifically had to be McDonald's. I think it's because McDonald's, like their carbonation is a little bit different. It's a little bit spicier of a carbonation. Like between the carbonation and the acidity of Diet Coke and the little bit of caffeine, something about that just made me feel so much better. So I've racked up some McDonald's points. I always use the mobile app to order. So I've got some McDonald's rewards, which is like kind of disgusting to think about because like before I was pregnant, like I could not tell you the last time I had eaten at McDonald's or wanted McDonald's, but I'm keeping them in business, I guess. Not so much in the second trimester, okay? I've been able to like eat nutritious foods, fruits, veggies, salads. I've been enjoying salads lately, okay? So I'm starting to get back to my normal eating habits, except for the fact that I'm hungry every 90 minutes. That one's a little annoying, and it's not like your typical like, oh, I'm hungry. It's like nausea out of nowhere for no reason, and you're like, oh, because I'm hungry. I don't feel hungry, I feel nauseous, and I know, I've learned that just means I need to eat something. So it's been a learning curve, okay? It's just been a big ol' trying to figure out what my body's doing at one time or another. Pretty wild. I've had people ask if I'm showing yet. Yes, I am. And I knew it was coming, okay? My clothes are starting to not fit me, and it's kind of stressful. Getting dressed in the morning is stressful. It's kind of stressful gaining weight and not being able to fit in your clothes, but I have done some maternity shopping. We did buy some clothes that will hopefully fit me for the summer and a couple of fall things, though I'll probably have to go shopping again once it starts cooling off. I did get some maternity hand-me-downs from my one and only mom friend, okay? Yeah, I have one mom friend. She had some hand-me-downs. We're about the same size, so I got some of her maternity clothes that she doesn't need anymore, and it does feel nice to have some things that I know will fit me, okay? So I mentioned earlier that we get to find out the gender end of July, early August, and our plan for that is Jake and I are gonna find out at the appointment. Like, I'm tired of waiting, you guys. I'm tired of not knowing the gender. I don't want to wait 1 second longer, okay? I don't want to wait. I want to know. No surprises. Okay, as soon as I'm able to find out, I'm gonna find out, okay? So husband and I are gonna find out at the appointment, but for my family, I think we're gonna do a gender reveal, which I know it's not traditional to like have the parents know and nobody else, but you know, I don't care. I just think it'd be a lot of fun to kind of have a little party with my close friends and family and be able to share the gender with them in a fun, exciting way. So we'll probably still do that, and probably around the time that we have the party, I will announce you guys baby's gender and share that fun information with you guys. We have started working on the nursery. Not a lot, but a little bit, okay? There has been a little bit of work done. Now the nursery is going in the room that had the computer in it, so it was our office, but now our computer is actually in the living room. We rearranged our living room. Here is a clip of our living room currently. Everything's kind of rearranged. We've got the computer, noodles out there, and obviously couch, TV, etc. I actually really like how it's organized now. I think it fits very nicely. It's just a good positive change. I like the TV kind of centered between the two windows. It just looks very symmetrical, I guess. But yeah, baby's going in the old office. We are keeping craft room, obviously, as I'm in craft room. I've been kind of thinking about rearranging craft room, but that's for another day. As for right now, it is the exact same as it has been. Nothing has changed. We have a few of our big baby items, not everything we need yet. We have a crib, okay? It's used from Facebook Marketplace. It is set up in there. It still needs wiped down and just like cleaned real good, just because it's used. We still need to buy a mattress. We definitely want to get that new. I got some curtains from the thrift store. I actually just pulled them out of the wash because obviously he's gonna wash them. A really pretty light green, just neutral. I don't know if we're gonna have like a super gendered nursery, just kind of cute, calming little baby bedroom vibes. We picked up a high chair, which probably won't be using that for a while, okay, but we do have it. We just found a good one at it's like a thrift store, but specifically for baby stuff, which is kind of interesting. But it's not really, it's more like a pawn shop because they buy not old, but used baby things. So it's like if you had a baby and they outgrew their high chair, you don't need it anymore, you can bring it in, they'll give you cash for it, and then they resell it. So it's like a baby pawn shop. We found a nice high chair there. We have a little baby seat with a little sunshade on it, so that'll be cute for like getting outside in the summer, or I don't know. I don't know. My mom got it from a garage sale and it was super cheap. So we have that, and we have a stroller which was gifted to us from my mom friend, and that was a super sweet gift to receive. Very generous. Still need quite a few things. Still need a bassinet for baby, newborn baby. We will need car seats, of course. That's like our next purchase. Obviously, we're gonna need a car seat. I don't know. I did start making a baby registry. I've had people asking me if I have a registry, so I did start making a baby registry. And honestly, it's more for me to keep track of like what we still need to get. But also, apparently, this is something I learned since being pregnant. A bunch of different like stores, I guess, or like websites. So for Amazon, like Target, Walmart, if you make a baby registry and like purchase a certain amount, like $20, $30 off the registry, they send you like a little goodie box. And it's mostly just like samples of different things. So like pacifier samples, diaper samples, wipe samples. So it's kind of interesting. You can get a lot of, not a lot, but like you can get some good free stuff from these baby registries. So I might have to like sign up for a couple different ones and get some goodie boxes. I think that'd be kind of fun. You know, as excited as I am to be a mom and to have a baby, I am kind of terrified. I think that's a normal feeling though, like as a first-time parent, like to be nervous. I think it's normal, but like I'm low-key a little terrified. I am the first person in my family to be pregnant, to have a baby. And I don't mean like my family, like between my brothers and my sisters, which I am still the first in that, but I'm also the first like in my generation between like all of my cousins. So this baby is going to be my grandparents' first great grandchild, which is like crazy to think about. And like on both sides of my family, like no one's really having kids yet. So I feel kind of alone, which has been kind of hard. Obviously all of like my mom, my mother-in-law, my aunt, like my grandma, like all of the women and like mothers in my family are super excited, and they've just been very helpful, lots of information and all of that. But it's different being the only one who's like actively going to have a baby. This will be the only baby in our family. This will be the only baby that has been in our family since 2010. So it's been a long time since there's been a baby around, and it does make me nervous, and I feel a little alone in that regard. Hopefully someone else will have a baby soon and my baby will have a friend, because right now they're like actually an only child. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to figure that one out. We are really excited. We are really excited. I am also really excited to just not be pregnant anymore. I can't say it's been my favorite thing in the world. Some people love being pregnant, some people hate it. I don't hate it, but like, it's not my favorite. I miss feeling like myself, having my own bodily autonomy, my body belonging to me. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's all of the rambling I have in me for today. I did get some decreases done, as you can tell by my little stitch markers here. We're getting pretty close to finishing this sweater. It looks so short, but like, it's just the ribbing. The ribbing is folding up and it looks shorter than it is, but I think this yarn is beautiful. I love the way it's working up. Okay, it's just very fun, variegated color. But I'm officially tired. I don't want to talk anymore. So I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed catching up with me, hearing about how things are going, seeing what I've been working on. Let me know in the comments what you've been working on, knit or crochet or any artistic creative project. I want to know about it. I don't know when my next video will be up. Couldn't tell you. But I will see you guys then. I love you, thank you for supporting me, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye, my friends!